Peace. Welcome to Spears and Mike's. I'm one of the hosts, Zulu King L1, along with my brothers, Shaka Zulu Watt Slice, and also Zulu King Just P. I just want to offer my condolences, my sincere condolences to the brother, the family of our beloved elder brother, Zulu King Lord Sharif, who passed away last week. Um, I'm pretty surprised by the news. From my understanding, um, it was an accident of some sort. And I want to give my sincere condolences, our sincere condolences to his family, his seeds, his grandchildren, his wife, the black spades that he grew up with, the elder Zulus that he came up with. Um, and it's a big loss in the Zulu world. And if you're not familiar with Zulu King Lord Sharif, if you've been following this podcast, he is on episode, I believe, 15 and 16. It's a two-part episode. It's very detailed, like about his upbringing in the Bronx, and he kind of does most of the talking throughout the episode, and he really takes you back into the Bronx, man. You kind of walk with him during his travels and kind of put that black spade cut on and walk through the Bronx with him, and he tells you his experiences from being a shorty in baby spades all the way to the black spade era for him, and then ultimately once the Zulu Nation was organized, and even before that, he talks about the Bronx River organization, the organization. These are all different levels where Zulu comes from, going from the Black Spades to the Bronx River organization to the organization to the Zulu Nation. So he talks about all of that, all those transitions, and the brother was a warrior, and he was solid, and I'm really upset and over this loss because I had been building with him, and the brother told me he wanted to help us reestablish Shaka Zulu through the Zulu Union, and he wanted to play a major role. Um, and we had talked about the possibility of him being the Shaka Zulu captain, because that's what he once was, is the co-captain of Shaka Zulu. And we as younger Zulus, we could definitely use his experience and his guidance and his wisdom. And I want to just say that, thank you for your builds, your encouragement, your knowledge, your wisdom, and sharing all of that jewelry with us for those episodes, because, it was incredible to hear those stories. And I'm honored, and we'll definitely keep your name alive and give you great respect and honor from now until forever.
Mark. Um, First, I like to say, from Allah we come, and to Him we shall return. Condolences to his family. I heard a lot about him prior to the interview. Um, Heard a lot, and I gained a lot of respect and understanding after the interview, during the interview, and after the interview. I was hoping to build with him a little more, but this happened, and he'll be missed.
Word.
He'll be missed. Yeah.
Definitely condolences to the family. Rest in peace. Just his legend before I met him. Just his name and the hype that surrounded him, and it was an honor to meet him, and he lived up to the hype to me and then some, because after hearing him and talking with him, I just learned a lot, And then I was really excited to hear the news about him helping us out and rebuilding Shock and helping out with the union. To me, like that was dope. So he'll definitely be missed. Rest in peace.
Yeah, definitely. We're at this point, where, now we're in our mid 40s, and well, y'all brothers is a couple years younger than me, but we're at this age where we're watching a lot of elders pass away. You know, just I see it like not even just on some Zulu stuff, like just at an age where, you know, many of my companions or friends are losing their parents. You know, we're at that age where um you know, things are happening and we're losing our loved ones. So it's very important to, you know, honor your parents, honor your elders, spend as much time soaking up that wisdom with them because had we never did that interview, had I never, you know, bumped into the brother and built with him and we never did that interview, how would we have known his story? You know what I'm saying? Like if a brother didn't author a book or a sister don't author a book on their life story or they haven't been interviewed about their travels and their path and their experiences, um, then we wouldn't have all of that wisdom. We wouldn't have his story, which to me is important because like everybody's story is all connected. Like many of our stories are similar amongst our peers that came in, you know, around the same era, whether whatever borough it is. But like, you know, this is a brother that was there from day zero, from the beginning, you know, as a baby Spade, you know, a young one. And we've watched a lot of Elder Zulus pass away. And it's probably going to get to a point soon where we'll probably put together an episode for the Zulu Memorial, and we'll talk about some of our beloved brothers and sisters that have passed on and whatnot. Because there's a lot of names that we should give the proper recognition and tell some of the stories of our experiences with them. But you know, when me, P, and Watt reach out to brothers and sisters and say, yo, do you want to get on Spearz to do an episode about your history, your travels, your experiences, who you are as a man, even beyond Zulu, like who you are as a man, woman, you know, what you've experienced. It's important that, you know, you get that story out because none of us are promised tomorrow. Um, we all, you know, leave behind a legacy of a high level of work amongst this organization of ours that we call Zulu. And it's important that everybody knows our experiences and the labor that it took to achieve our success. Um, because it isn't easy by any stretch to be a part of something that's been so prestigious and so high and it's fallen numerous times and it's risen. It's been like a roller coaster ride with this organization. And maybe now, you know, might be on a lull or a low due to circumstances, but there's still hundreds upon hundreds of Zulus worldwide that are dead serious about this, striving. So, you know, get on here and tell your story because nobody could tell your story but yourself. You know, I can't tell y'all Just P's story. I could tell y'all a lot about it, but he'll tell you in great detail. I can't tell y'all about Watt's story because he'll tell you in great detail. And you know, fortunately, we have those episodes where you could go back and listen to P's episode. You could listen to Watt's two-part episode. You could listen to my episode as well, which I believe Watt's episode is like 17 and 19 somewhere around Brother Tiny from the Black Spades episodes. Those are in between. I know Just P's episode is episode 17, and then my episode is episode 45, if I'm not mistaken. Um, but what's most important is that y'all go check out Zulu King Lord Sharif's videos that we put up earlier, which I believe is episodes 15 and 16. Learn about his experiences, his travels, and once again, our condolences to his family, his seeds, and all the Zulus that, you know, traveled with him and put in that work with him. But big brother, we honor you now and forever. Salute to the true Shaka Zulus. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.